The Puyallup RV show was a success, so stay tuned to hear all about it. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm your host, Brooks. My Family of Four's base camp is located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and our RV adventures radiate out from there. Please grab a mug of coffee and join us as we discuss RVing around the American West. From sweet camping spots, gear and equipment, to tips and tricks, we've got you covered. We are RV Out West. I've been home now about a week from the Puyallup RV show. My dogs are well rested, and I still can't believe the great conversations that I had with folks at the show. This episode will be a little different than even, say, the Seattle RV show, as I didn't chat as much with RV dealers on the record with a mic in their face. This was a little bit of a smaller show, and many of the dealers I had already chatted with in Seattle. I took a different approach here, and we actually will hear from Global Credit Union to learn about what is going on in the financial world as it relates to RVing and the purchase of an RV, as well as with a new up-and-coming RV dealer, Pacific Northwest RV, and they are really working to niche down on the types of RVs they plan to carry in inventory. If you've never financed a trailer and are new to the process, an RV loan works a bit differently than your traditional auto loan, and it's somewhat like a home loan without as much paperwork as a mortgage. During the RV show, we swing by Global Credit Union's booth and talk with them to hear about where the baselines are for interest rates and what an RV loan term can even look like. I do want to call out, though, that this is not financial advice, but rather I'm just gathering information for you to learn about what are some options if you were interested in wanting to potentially finance an RV.
We're Global Credit Union. We were formerly Alaska USA. We're located all along Washington, 4 different states, Alaska, Washington, Idaho, Arizona, and then we also have some in California. Right now, our interest rates are in the 8%, but generally it's around 8-9% for the market.
Okay, and historically, has that been about, where has that kind of been?
That's a little on the higher side right now. It's just because of the way the economy is going. It's, interest rates for loans are a little bit higher. A lot of institutions are focusing on deposits right now.
Are you seeing a slowdown, or are people still coming in and talking to you guys at the show saying, hey, let's do this?
People are still coming in, talking to us, and talking about buying, and they're still looking to purchase.
And what are some of the terms that you guys can offer for RV loans, what are some of the options and solutions on that?
So we can extend a total of 240 months for RVs, but lowest interest rates are going to be in the 12-year range. So I think it's up to 30 years we can do for RVs. Typically, people do the longer terms on them just because it is a long-term investment for an RV, or they're trading them in.
Right. When we did it, that's what we did. We did on 30-year. I had no intention of paying it off in 30 years, but it gave me the smallest monthly bill. So in December, I could pay the small monthly bill, but all the other months.
Exactly, yeah. They extend it out for that small monthly payment, but you're planning on upgrading or trading in, somewhere along the line, so that, that full price and long term really isn't too big of an issue when it comes to that.
You guys offer insurance, right?
We do, yeah. So with Global, we actually have 2 insurance companies that we quote through in branches and here at the RV show. So it's through Safeco and Progressive. But we also do have another department in our offices that can quote through. I think we have 12 different insurances that we can have them quote and compare. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Well, now that we learned a bit about the state of interest rates and how an RV loan works, for our next conversation, we chat with Pacific Northwest RV, the new dealership on the block. Jason, the owner, has some big ideas that he shares with us, and he is also a local dealer of the Black Series, which is a newer RV built tough and really with boondockers in mind. Thanks for talking with us today.
Hey, it's wonderful to be here. I love being at the RV shows. So.
Yeah, well, tell me a bit about you and what's going on here with your dealership and what you guys got going on.
Well, we're new up and coming. We put a lot of time into RVs over the years. Jeremy and I both have been together at several different dealerships, and then we migrated this last time together with Posable RV for about almost 4 years, and both of us kind of saw the light. Our goal was to maybe do something where we could have a little bit more time to ourselves with our family, still allow ourselves to take care of customers and do what we love to do, but in a different setting, because we don't like the idea of mass selling. It causes a bottleneck in your service shop. So then you can't take care of your existing customers. You don't get the product out right when you're delivering it, and oftentimes there's warranty claims when you can really overcome a lot of that. So we sell a little bit higher end stuff, slow down the process, and our goal is really, I would say, probably relationship would be the most
makes sense.
favorable way to do it. So,
what is the name of your new dealership?
Pacific Northwest RV.
Okay. And tell me about some of the lines that you're carrying.
So we have Black Series right now, which is our start, minus all the consignment that we already do. We are picking up a company called Cube out of Bend, Oregon. And then we have another one that we just did paperwork for, MGC USA, last week. They're coming out of Indiana. They're a very similar overland kind of a situation like Black Series is, but they come at a little bit lower cost. But what I do like about them is they offer different, I would say more relevant stuff on the inside. It's not quite so hoity-toity. It's stuff that you and I would be used to, but it looks very attractive. And I think that it's going to garner probably a little bit longer life on the inside too, because I'll give you an example. Like we have these kind of a synthetic wood made in Italy cabinets in these Black Series, but to get help, you have to send it overseas. The ones on the MDC are aluminum, but they're very well taken care of. The paint is electrolysis on there, so it's solid, and so it's not going to chip. And what I'm getting at is that because it's aluminum on the inside also, that's one less thing if you have a water intrusion of any kind, or even just condensation like we have here in this part of the world.
Right.
No mold, no anything
really
to worry
nice.
about. Yeah, so.
What has, with these Black Series, what can you tell me from the Puyallup show here, what have people been gravitating towards? What has been the draw in your booth here? What have people been
So the
taking
first
stock
one is the aesthetics. They love just that it doesn't look like your typical trailer. They see it right away and they're like, this is kind of trendy, right? Feels more up and coming and kind of like, something exciting. Something that you put in your drive and the neighbors can be like, what the heck did you get, right? I mean, we're Americans, let's be real.
Right.
We like our toys.
Yep.
But the other thing is when I start telling them about, it's all aluminum, one piece aluminum roof. You don't have to do all of the roof repairs. You don't need the yearly checkups. You don't have to worry about leaks. It's amazing. They're like, what? And then, it's got the carbon fiber mixed with the aluminum build throughout the whole body. Spray foam insulation, which means there's no nooks and crannies that are missed because your typical trailer or motorhome just has block foam insulation shoved in. Well, if they miss it or the foam is missing 6 inches, come on, if you're a technician, are you going to go back and get it off the shelf? They often don't. Right. And we find those holes in the walls when we take them apart later on. Well, you don't have that problem here. It's spray foam insulation, kind of like a stucco house. It's cut off, so everything's filled up. Dual pane windows, you're not paying extra for that. Comes standard. The screen is not permanent like it is on most of them, so you don't have to worry about the tearing. You can lift it up and down, and it has sunscreens and nightshades so that you can have the privacy you want. But it's kind of cool because it's white on the inside, silver on the outside, so it reflects the sun.
Oh, nice.
Even the roof, the ceiling, sort of like a sun, light, but it's just like one of the regular windows, and it has the same opportunity to decide how you want to use it. So I don't know. Those are just some ideas, right, of what it provides.
Has there been any one particular model of what you currently have in your booth that people have been really looking at?
The HQ19 and the 15, because they're kind of the brother and sister. The 19 is the bigger version of the 15, but it also includes a washing machine, which is very unheard of in travel trailers. And we get a lot of people that want this overland type to go maybe salmon fishing, hiking, long treks for hunting. But, you might wear 1 or 2 outfits for 2 weeks, but you can, wash your underclothes or wash certain things that need to be dealt with. The last part that's really cool is this comes with a 66-gallon fresh water tank and a 17-gallon drinking water tank. So you get a lot for a little, whereas you need a fifth wheel for that typically.
Right, to get that much water.
And then the last thing that is really exciting is when I tell them about the diesel furnace. It's not a propane furnace. That'll last a little over 2 weeks on one little 1.5 gallon tank, whereas you need probably 5 cans, 7.5 gallon propane tanks to accomplish the same thing. Big difference.
I didn't know that the Black Series come. Do all Black Series come with that diesel heater?
Most of them do, but I only order them that way because it makes sense up here.
Yeah.
And when people learn about it, the efficiency of it and how it's going to create a lot of space, just say you don't have to bring propane tanks. And a lot of people now will bring their own, like maybe a single propane can, and the front compartment where the propane tanks are on this one, they'll remove them because they don't need them. And they'll use them as storage, bring their own propane tank, hook it up to the outside kitchen, and then just use it right there. They don't even use the inside stovetop. It's funny.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else that you want to add that maybe we didn't cover that you want to mention?
One thing that's nice about it is you get about 900 square foot of lighting on all four sides of the trailer that light up at nighttime. So you get the safety. And it comes with the opportunity for security camera system with a little display inside. So you can see. So if you're out in the boondocks and you're out in a campsite, or maybe it's that time of year where nobody's there but you and you want that safety, you can light up the whole thing, still have your day shades up, can't see anything, but your camera can see anybody or anything around you in motion.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is very...
that's cool.
Because we get a lot of ladies that love this product. They feel a little bit safer inside, so...
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And are most of these towable with a half ton, or would
Yes.
you recommend like 3/4 ton?
No, half ton. All of them are half ton towable.
Okay.
Yeah. In today's world, half tons pretty much go up to 10,000 pounds plus, and our heaviest one dry is like 6,700, which is the HQ21. So.
And then what's the towing capacity on that HQ21? Do you know? Not towing, excuse me. What is the cargo carrying capacity?
It's 10,000 pounds, so you get about 3,300 pounds. It's hard to fill it up.
That's crazy.
It is.
Okay.
It is. The only thing that would be probably an advantage to many that they don't know is this has independent suspension. So you could look at a $100,000 trailer here. It's going to be an axle with maybe a 1-inch linkage and a piece of rubber. These have dual shocks on every tire.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's very big, right? Because now if your truck, with a smaller footprint going up a dirt road and the trailer digs into something and leans, your truck bed's not taking the brunt of that. The trailer's doing its own thing.
Interesting. Okay. Well, where can people learn more about you and Pacific Northwest RV? Where can they?
Our website is pacnwrv.com, so pacnwrv.com, and our business is on Spanaway Loop Road, just off of where 512 meets I-5. Where our backyard's the base and our neighbor is Pepsi. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, thank you so much for taking the time out of the show to chat with us here. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Whether you are in the market for a new RV or looking to kick tires as RVing is something maybe you're interested in, an RV show provides a great opportunity for you to not only see the different styles, makes, and models, but to also familiarize yourself with the brands, to talk with dealers, share with them about what you envision your RV life is going to look like, and they can help point you in the right direction. Plus, there are always great free seminars included with the cost of your show entrance fee. Trust me, I know, and if you missed out on some of my seminars, well, you also missed out on a free sticker. I would also like to recommend that you add an RV show to your calendar, even if you're not in the market to buy right now. It's also just fun to be around our fellow community of RVers. I'd like to share with you that I've added a new easy feature and a way to reach out to the show. You can now text the show. There is a link in the description right there in your podcast app with this episode and all future episodes. So if you have a question about RVing, a topic you'd like me to cover, or even if you want to answer our current question but may be reluctant to record your voice, I totally get it. You can easily shoot the show a text and I'll read it on your behalf. Speaking of sharing, please remember that I am looking for you to share with us about an app or digital tool that you love to use to make your RV life a little bit easier. Simply visit rvoutwest.com and click on the link question to share with us about your favorite digital app or tool. I look forward to hearing from you. Again, please visit rvoutwest.com and click on the link question. Thank you again for listening to RV Out West. I sincerely appreciate it. Please give RV Out West a follow on Facebook and Instagram so you can follow along on our RVing adventures or to even join in on the conversation. Please share with your RVing friends and family about this podcast. I sure would appreciate it. Next Monday's Pit Stop episode, we chat with a brand new RV resort that is opening Memorial Weekend in Snohomish County, just up Interstate 5 from Arlington. This resort has a lot of great amenities that could be fun for the whole family or for an adult getaway without the children. It'll just depend on what you want to do. Be sure to tune in next Monday to hear all about it. Thanks so much for listening to RV Out West. Join us again next week. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts or wherever you choose to get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. I sure would appreciate it if you left a rating or a review of the show. Special thanks to Scott Holmes Music for providing us the intro song, We Are One. RV Out West can be found on Instagram and Facebook, where you can interact with us and follow along on our RV adventures around the Pacific Northwest. So get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.